Hello, and thank you very much for joining me here today. This was a really special occasion. This is the first live video streaming from myself, Sean Rose Healing, and previously these sessions have been running for up to 2 years now through different groups, through Facebook, etc. Normally on a Thursday night, 8 o'clock UK time. This is a very fantastic moment. It's the first time going live on YouTube, and I hope you enjoy this session as much as I do, and as much as my friends do, and the people that have been following me now for so long. And I'm going to take some time out because I always do, and I'd like you to subscribe as well and be part of this wonderful group. So first of all, I'd like to say a wonderful hello to Natalie. Thank you, Natalie, for making your way through to YouTube, and also Valerie. Hello, Valerie, hope you're well. And we're going to spend 5 minutes or so, possibly 6, 7 minutes now, just waiting for the members to come in to make sure that people all over the world can access YouTube and there's no technical issues, etc. And thank you, Lisa's here as well. Absolutely fantastic to see you. And Annette Rose as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for finding YouTube and watching this fantastic live session. Obviously, this session will go up as a recording and be the first part of many to come, and lots of different videos helping you to get through the day, through the week, and also helping you to relax the mind and the body, and also to reach that perfect vibrational alignment that helps us with so many things, with our own healing and the healing of other people, various techniques and the way that I do it and the way that my friends do it, etc. And also it brings you really close to that wonderful source energy that everybody has and that we all share together, and the wonderful magic that it brings to us and the potential that we can unlock. So enjoy the video. I hope you have a wonderful time, and what we're going to do is go through the basic introduction. We'll then go into a state of relaxation through breathing, etc. We'll then go into grounding, and then we'll open the 7 major chakras, and we'll have the first session of healing, a nice vibration, a nice low frequency, just to settle things down. That will usually last 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll have the main session, which is the guided spoken meditation. This will last anywhere between 15-20 minutes, and it's just me taking you through a spoken journey, helping you to really focus on the now, because if you remember and if you'd like to think that yesterday is a memory and tomorrow is imagination, there is only ever this now moment, and it's this focus on this now moment that really allows us to be aware of who we are and what we are. And that is when all the magic happens, and we feel the energy. The lights change, the colors change, our bodies change, our vibrations increase, and they resonate at a wonderful high pitch, a high frequency, and it takes us that bit closer to the non-physical part of us, because we are this wonderful vibration, this beautiful being in this physical realm. But a lot of us has come from and will go back to and is still in the non-physical realms, and that is the secret to unlocking all of the potential, all of those faculties and all of those amazing abilities that you have inside you that are waking up right now, or you need to wake them up, and they're there to serve you, they are there to drive you, and this is how we're going to do it. So hello and welcome. I hope you have a fantastic time watching this video. Please feel free to give your comments live. I'll try and answer as many as possible. If not, just leave your comments below and I'll get round to it as soon as possible. Okay, so we're going to start the session then by I'd like to talk about the law of attraction, and also how thinking and success are one of the same, really. And what I'd like to do is read you a page from a very special book that I've really been focusing on over the last few weeks. And I'd like to read you a page from that later on. And it just really makes you realize that over 90 years ago, people back then were still aware of this, and they were practicing it, and people knew about the power of our thoughts. And when we release a thought or a desire or a dream, that we actually emit energy, we release energy, and that energy carries that thought with it. And as we add more thought and passion and emotion to it, that thought and desire just gets stronger and stronger, and with expectation, it allows us to pull in that manifested version of what we originally thought of as an idea, and there we are, it's landed in our path in its physical form. But there is a pattern to it, there is a serious practice to it, and I'd like to tell as many people as possible how I have been successful in manifesting all of my desires. I'm still working on manifestations, and I've found an absolutely fantastic way of ensuring I give the best all the time, and that my body is always going down the path of least resistance. And I just do not allow doubt to come into any of this. It doesn't exist. It's a word I don't even like to use. When we can change our thinking, and when we can switch to these high flying clouds that I like to call high flying clouds up here, with all of your wonderful thoughts and desires and dreams in them, that is the way we're going to achieve what we want to manifest. Down here, to my left hand side anyway, that is where all the negative stuff goes, the guilt, the remorse, etc. All the things that we don't like to talk about when we're discussing the law of attraction. They are down there, and literally minute by hour by day, they are losing strength, they're becoming weaker, far more weaker, because I'm not adding any thought to them. It doesn't sit right with me now because I'm talking about it. But I feel I need to talk about it to you. So if you are not sure of how to use the law of attraction, not sure how to manifest, then understanding how the mind works, the subconscious part of the mind, we don't pay any more service or attention to those thoughts down there that no longer serve us well. Just let them go. And when we find ourselves focusing on those things, we are aware that we're reactivating that thought, that memory. So we deactivate it by coming away and switching straight back to the high flying clouds that have gathered all of your wonderful thoughts and desires over the past days, weeks, months, and even years. Because remember, you have to be very, very patient when you're using the law of attraction. You have to give the universe time to bring all of the selected parts and pieces, the cogs, the components and everything that it needs, the cogs that wheels have to turn, etc. Things and people have to move around, and that can take a lot of time. But it is in action. As soon as you set your thoughts out, those thoughts become actions. That's really important to understand. And then the actions become habits, and then the habits become more and more physical, and that is how we attract what we want into our lives. So that's a basic introduction, and there are far more tips and tricks and processes, etc., that we can use for the law of attraction, and all of the other laws that go with it, and all of the other principles that go with it as well, to make sure that you achieve the best results possible in your life. So thank you for joining us once again, and I hope you're enjoying this live session. Please feel free at any time to leave a comment, any requests or any questions, and I'll try and get to them as soon as I can. Okay then, so we're going to first of all be aware of our body and how tense it's become, how we're taking that anxiety, that tension with us over the last few hours or even a couple of days, etc. Maybe things at work aren't going too well, pressures, deadlines, etc. Worrying about family, worrying about friends, whatever it is, it's causing you to take on a physical distress. And we need to allow that to just melt away and physically take control of your thoughts and your body now. And we're going to tell it to just go down to the earth, to be replenished, recycled, and turned back into wonderful, beautiful, positive energy. So just be aware of your body. Just be tense. Tense the neck, the head, and the shoulders. Just really tense every single part of your body down to your toes. Only for a second or two. And then just let go. By doing that, you're realizing each muscle in your body is serving a purpose. Now just let it all melt away. Let it all become soft from the head, the neck, and the shoulders, all the way down to the feet and the toes. Just give that a moment to just slowly drain away. And then this session is going to be really, really useful to you, because it's going to be done in stages in steps, and I'm going to take you through each individual step. And it's important that we do these steps, because if you were to miss one or two of the steps and go into something else, you won't get the same effect, because the body and the mind are not in harmony, and they'll be violating each other regarding the laws of how they work. So we must do it in this way. If you have your own way and you're finding that very successful, then that's absolutely fantastic. You've found the way for you. But this is the way that I've always done it, and it is really, really good. It really brings lots of benefits. So the first thing we need to do now is just give ourselves time to breathe and actually focus on the breath. We'll breathe in and we'll breathe out, and by doing this and really focusing on it, and even imagining colour, we will focus on the now, and we need to learn to not think about yesterday or tomorrow, just focus on now, and the body will start to sharpen its focus and start to align, the vibrations will increase, and you'll start to feel much better very soon, in fact. So if you can, place your feet flat on the floor, barefoot if you can. If not, it doesn't matter. So imagine now, through vision, imagination, that from the soles of your feet there are roots, shoots and stalks just coming out and crashing down into the earth. They're going to go down there for a mile, 2 miles, 10 miles, as far as you like. Nothing will stop the power of your thoughts sending those shoots down there. You'll feel something lock on. You'll feel you've attached or latched onto something. You'll know that because you'll start to feel a sensation in the lower part of your legs and your ankles and your calves. If you feel that now, then pull up that protecting and grounding energy from the earth. Allow it to come into the lower part of the legs. Keep it coming up to the knees. Stop it there. It's important we do it in stages so that we are always in control and the body will work how we want it to work. Okay, so now from the knees, allow that energy to come up a little bit further, but stop it where you would put your hands in your pockets. No further than that, because we don't want it to interfere with the torso and the head, which we're going to use for the 7 major chakras in a moment. So allow that energy to come up to the tops of the legs and just lock it there and stop it. Thank you so much, that is wonderful. Now I am at one with the earth, grounded. What a beautiful feeling that is. So the 7 major chakras then, we're going to start at the top. We're going to go straight to the crown chakra. If you put your finger there and just go back little half an inch or so, that's the crown chakra. And if you want to imagine or vision a turning, almost like an opening of a jar or something like that, allowing that energy portal, that energy center to open and the rotation to really shine out. And if you're using color, we're using violet. So I like to envisage it as a huge petal flower just unfurling from the head and sitting nice and wide, allowing the energy turning center there to just really start to link up with the rest of me, and also with the non-physical part, the rest of the universe and all of the energy and the forces that surround us all the time. That's now linking up, it's connecting. If we come down now, alternate rotation is required. So if you've turned your crown chakra anti-clockwise to start with, then the next one, the rotation of that is opposite. So you want to open it in a clockwise fashion. This one is indigo if you're working with colour. So allow that to just open up and unfurl and expose that beautiful rotating energy centre that is considered by millions to be the power point and the connector to the spiritual world, the non-physical realms, etc. Okay, down to the throat chakra. Again, it's an opposite turn to where you went from last time. And this is blue if you're working with colour, so a nice big opening and exposing that beautiful rotation, that energy portal just there, and it goes all the way through the body. All of the chakras go all the way through the body. Down now to the chest, to the heart chakra. This is a wonderful large flower. It's bright emerald, beautiful bright green, and a nice rotation there. Let this one just open out as far as you like, as big as your arms, as wide as the room, as big as you like really, the bigger the better. Allowing all of that wonderful heart chakra to just be exposed and start to synchronize with everything else. Okay, down to the solar plexus chakra. Then this is just under the rib cage, the inversion of the rib cage, where if you were to just put your fingers about an inch down below where your ribs and your sternum is there, you'd feel a delicate soft area that feels a bit strange to touch. That's your solar plexus. That area is packed with fiber and also nerve endings like fiber optics. They're just there, and it's almost like your first line of defense. It detects emotions and changes in atmosphere, etc. And thank you to those people that have just joined in, by the way. 3 of you have just come up at the same time. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you enjoy this session. The solar plexus is yellow if you're working with colour still. Allow that one to just turn and expose there. And now down to the sacral. The sacral chakra is just below the navel, just below the belly button there, and it's orange in colour. So allow that one to open up. That one will start to connect downwards towards the root chakra as well. So now the root chakra is the last one. It's the lowest part of our torso. It's in line with the coccyx, the base of the spine there, and it's red if you're still working with colour. So allow that one to open and expose to the energy system. Now, the 7 major chakras are what we've just opened, but there are considered to be many, many more, many hundreds, and even some people believe there are thousands of chakras. Well, the whole body is made up of energy and different forms, sizes, pathways, chakra points, etc. throughout the body, even down to the fingertips. So they're all busy now working away, synchronizing, lining up and in harmony. We also have meridians. They're the energy pathways that go around the body. We have the general meridian vein, and then that goes off into smaller sections and even smaller still, and that is how the energy is transported to and from and around, in, out and through the body. So that's the energy side taken care of regarding the chakras. Okay, let's go back to breathing. This is where we want to take in a good 3 or 4 breaths, nice and slow, unhurried and not forced. So relax. Allow the shoulders, the chest, and the arms just to sit and hang and be relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're slowing the body down little by little. We're almost there. We need to now clear the mind, make sure there is nothing in there that's bugging us, worrying us, troubling us, etc., or becoming the dominant thought. We need to take that out, and we can just physically extract it by imagination, visualization. Just clear the mind as much as possible, and then we'll go and do another 3 or 4 breaths to really allow the body and the mind to just synchronize. So try and clear the mind of all of those thoughts. Just take them out, push them to one side for a bit so you can think about them later. With practice, this does become a lot easier. Allow the thoughts to just come out. If it helps, physically take the thoughts out. Move them away, move them around, clear the headspace. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. What will have happened now is your vibrations will have increased. Your aura will become brighter. You will see more of your aura, if you can see auras and colours and energy. They will expand much further, and as we go through it, the energy from your body, the energy from your head will just start to increase and go out. That is the energy, it's the biomagnetic field, it's the auric field, and we can all tap into, ascend and share, receive, and be aware of the energy, the source energy. We can feel the vibrations, we can feel the warmth and the soothingness of the energy. And this is where healing takes place. Put yourself in a fantastic mode of being grateful, believing, thanking the universe for such amazing powers and the ability and the awareness to work with them and to benefit from them. Put yourself in a receptive mode. Be prepared now to receive, to send and share and receive the energy that comes to you, goes through you and comes from you. Allow that now to really take the dominant force, this dominant 5 minutes where the energy is coming into all of the chakra systems. It's working its way through the body. It's synchronizing everything. It's harmonizing everything. It's ridding negativity. It's making you feel better. It's making you feel alive. It's making you feel like you have this driving force, this engine, this wonderful power station, and you're starting to feel really exhilarated. This is what it's all about. The body now has reached vibrational alignment. We can now access your point of attraction, where you can add more serious thought, depth and weight to your desires and your dreams, and you can really link up with them. Here they are in this high-flying cloud, more high-flying clouds. If you want to refer to it as your vortex, your basket, your case, your box of goodies, everything that you are trying to release and manifest is in these high-flying clouds. Hold them high with high regard and love them and nurture them. They are there, they are yours. They are there just at this moment in a non-physical form. They are going to turn into physical things, and that doesn't matter whether it's a car, money, a house, or a partner, or a career, or something. It doesn't matter at all what it is. Your thoughts, your desires, and your dreams are there, locked away safely in your high-flying clouds. You must nurture them and feed them all the time. Never, ever, ever doubting this process. You can feel it now, this wonderful stream of beautiful source energy, the energy of creation, the energy of life. It matters not what you call it. It matters not how you refer to it. It is the source energy that drives every person, every animal, every creature, every living thing, plant and tree. It's life force energy, and you are special, and you have it, and you can work with it and allow it to come into your life more and more every single day. And it's going to change your life forever. You'll never go back to the way you were thinking before. You'll never think how you thought a year ago. Your whole body, your mind, your life is going to change forever if you just follow these simple, basic steps, but believe them with conviction, with massive amounts of emotion. Bring everything to you. Take control. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so for the first 2 or 3 minutes, it's just going to be a silent moment, and it's just going to be me and you, and we're going to send, share, and receive and feel the energy that is going to be coming in and coming out of our root chakra, around that area, root, sacral chakra, the lower part of our chakra system. Put your hands down there, palms up if you like. It doesn't matter how you do this, it's whatever feels comfortable for you. Focus only on your breathing. Be easy with yourself, be relaxed, and just have the next 2 or 3 minutes pure silence. And I'll speak to you soon. Okay, not quite sure how long that was, but it felt like it was a couple of minutes. Okay, so that is a good way of introducing meditation. It isn't complicated, and it's a very nice way of setting things down. Why do we meditate? Well, lots of people have lots of different reasons. Some people might meditate for just pure relaxation. Others may want to meditate because it gives them the chance to get to another plane, the non-physical plane. It may be a different plane or dimension to them. For me, it's that as well, and it's also a fantastic way of stopping the momentum. And when I say momentum, what I mean by that is during the day, during the week, etc., through our work and stresses and pressures that we have, tension does build up. The mind becomes knotted with things and almost drowns, if you like, in thoughts that really don't serve us well, but we struggle to get rid of them because we have to jump from one thing to another, and we just don't always have the time to deal with it. Now, when we go to bed, when we sleep, our body naturally stops the momentum then, and it gives us a chance to clear things out and to process things. Well, meditation is a 15-minute chance to artificially stop all of that momentum and control everything. Bring your body and mind back into alignment and just allow your body to do what it does best. Before you even knew how to talk, your body knew how to look after itself. And we're going back to that very basic time of just allowing the body to go through all of its healing processes. And that is the wonder of meditation. Okay, just give me a moment, please. If you're watching this as a recorded video, by the way, then just by following the instructions, you will experience exactly the same fantastic feelings that we're getting now during this live stream or recorded. It doesn't matter if you follow the sequences or do your version or mix the two together, you will still benefit from it. And you can watch this video many times over. There'll be lots of information in it for you. There'll probably be things that you already know. There'll be some things hopefully that I can pass on to you that can help you with your law of attraction, with your meditation, with your spirituality, etc. Whatever it is. Over the course of the next year, I'm going to be doing a lot of series like this and building up a series of 1, 2, 3 and so on videos, going through lots of different things, lots of topics, discussions, and really lifting the hood of that car and getting into the engine and looking at all the nuts and bolts and everything, working out what everything does, why it does that, and then coming away and realizing how fantastic we are, closing the bonnet and going, right, okay, I'm ready now to drive on my own. I've got all the information I need, all the abilities and all the faculties that I need, and I'm going to charge forward and carve myself a fantastic life. Okay, so I'm going to go into 2 more breaths in a moment, and then the next period is going to be about 15 minutes long. I don't watch the time while it happens, so it may be longer, shorter. And what normally happens is I start the conversation, I will guide you to where I'm going with this, and if it helps, close your eyes and use your third eye to look at the inside of your forehead, the inside of it, like it's a TV or a movie screen. And the visualization and the talking will start to take on form, it will start to take on shape, details will be added, and you'll be able to see all of this information. You'll be able to see the journey that we're going on. And while that's occurring, your body is just ever so slightly elevated, and it's having a great time with all of this wonderful energy, and it's making you feel so much better. Okay, so 2 breaths, and I'll begin the spoken guided meditation. And I'll see you in approximately 15 minutes or so. Thank you for coming on this wonderful journey with me, and if you wouldn't mind, just close the gate behind you. Thank you so much. Just come over here for a minute. I've noticed, I saw this beautiful tree earlier, and I couldn't help but see how the bark was just laid out in a certain way. Do you want to just come down here with me and have a look? It's a silver birch type of tree, so it's got quite silvery white bark pattern effect on it. It's a little bit rough. The tree itself is only about 30 centimeters in circumference, and it's approximately 20-25 feet tall. I did notice this really interesting mark on it earlier. So it's here. Look, if you just, can you see that there? Just to the right, about halfway up the trunk, about the height of your chest, to the right hand side. Do you see how that piece of bark is sticking out? Well, I saw what looked like a shape, a symbol in there, but I can't quite work it out. Maybe that's just something that you could have a look at, maybe visit it later on in your mind and have a look at that. That could be a symbol or a message or a sign for you. I just thought I'd bring you to that to start off this wonderful journey. So we're going to walk down this wonderful white chalky path now. The gravel, the rockiness of it is broken and it's pure white and powdery, and the path itself is about 3.5 foot wide. So it's plenty wide enough for you and I to walk down side by side. So you're going to be stood on my right hand side as we're walking down this beautiful path. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I have this cloth with me and I've just taken it out of my right side pocket. It's about the size of a handkerchief and it's a really sort of satiny, soft, shiny, really bright purple colour. And I had to bring it with me because I wasn't sure what to take with me on this walk, and I saw this piece of material on the side just before I came outside, and I thought I need to take that for some reason, and I want to show it to you. In fact, I want to pass it to you so you can just take hold of that wonderful textured material, just have a feel of it. I don't mind if you hold it while we have this walk. I just feel it's more for you. Purple's a very powerful colour for me as well, and it's got great meaning, but I also feel that I'm to bring this with me and to let you have it during the walk. So what do you think to that? Does it feel good? Can you actually feel the texture in your right hand? It's really soft. There's no resistance in the material. It almost feels like a gel, like fluid. Anyway, how's your day been today? Have you had one or two moments where you've just thought to yourself, what am I doing? Well, this is all normal, you know. Yes, I have as well. Especially today. Today was World Book Day, and because I work at a school, I'm privileged to be in a situation where I can see all of the children and all of the staff have gone to the effort to dress up in their favourite character outfit. The children have gone to great lengths. Parents have gone to great lengths to make sure the children look absolutely fantastic. And they did. It was such a wonderful experience to see all of these children in all the bright colours just looking really fantastic. Those children today were in their element. They were not worrying about tomorrow. They were not worrying about what's happening next month, etc. Those children were living in the now moment. They were proud. They were showing their clothes, their costumes to their friends, and they were really proud to go up to teachers and staff and to stand there, chest out, look at me. Don't I look good? Sir, don't I look good? Yes, you look absolutely fantastic. Those children were vibrating at such a high pace. The frequency, the energy that came off those children today was just enormous. And that energy has just travelled out across all of the world. And that National Book Day has been all around the world. It's been fantastic. And the energy has just lifted so much. Share and feel the energy. Breathe in. Breathe out. Have you noticed the colours that are starting to flash and to glimpse, zip across your vision? Can you feel the increase in your own vibration, your own energy? Don't be alarmed or surprised now if you start to see swirls and rotating swirls anti-clockwise, clockwise, coming towards you, going away from you, up, down, laterally, every which way you can imagine. All of that energy is now just swirling around. The kaleidoscope of colours, the rainbow, the spectrum of colours and the light splitting into different light colours, frequencies. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do you feel the warmth, the sensation in the palms of your hands? Can you feel that energy? Do your hands want to move around in circles or go up and down around your body? Let it happen. This is you interacting with your own energy and the energy that is around you. All of these forces, all of this energy. Allow yourself to just drift and be one with it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So let's walk a little further. The energy is going to come with us. It's never going to leave us. And we're just going to walk into more energy and give off more energy. All of that beautiful colour, all of that warmth, the sensation of it, it's just amazing. Do you see over there to your right, just behind that little brick wall? Well, there's an inflatable bench there. I put that there earlier. It's wonderful, it's so comfortable. And surprisingly, I've only just made the connection, that inflatable sofa over there is the same colour as that piece of material that you've got in your hand right now. It must have come with the box and I've totally forgotten about it, but that is the link. So let's go over there, let's just go and sit down. It's nice and warm, it's soft but it's firm at the same time, and it's big enough to have 3 people on there, so there's plenty of room. And I'm just going to come over to this side, so I'm going to be sitting on your right hand side as we now sit down. Just relax the body into the sofa, relax the back, and just go back to that state of melting and being soft and being relaxed and being in the path of least resistance. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We seem to have some company. Is this your dog? No? Beautiful. It's a black and white collie. It's about 2-3 years old. Got wonderful pointed ears, very bright eyes, almost grey, silvery grey with a little bit of blue in there. Beautiful black and white coat. What great condition. Hello. Where have you come from? Are you sure it's not yours? You didn't bring a dog with you, did you? No. Where's your owner? Have you run off? Oh, bless. Look, I was looking at you. Can you see the dog's eyes? You and that dog are just so in the now moment. You don't need to actually talk to each other. You two have made this wonderful cosmic connection. And so have I. The dog was just spectacular and beautiful. It's almost as if the dog knows what we're doing, and the dog's come to join us and to share in the moment, and it just wanted to lock eyes with us just for a moment or two, just to make that connection and say, yes, I know what you're doing, and it is wonderful. The dog feels it too. And that's its owner just there, popping out of the tree line. Just giving a bit of a wave. Yes, the dog's quite reluctant, but collies are rather respectful to their owners, and off he goes. You do know we'll see him again, right? Definitely. Such a wonderful animal. Breathe in. Breathe out. How are you finding the sofa? It's quite comfy, isn't it? Just go to sleep on here. Just lay back, close your eyes. It's okay if you want to go to sleep. Your body is going to be working for you. So if you feel right now that you just want to let it all go, not to think about anything, just drift off into the best sleep you've had for a long time. There is only wellness. There is only well-being. There is only ever now. Nothing else, just now. Relax. Feel the energy. See the energy. You are the energy. There you go, that's it. You've done it. You're there. You are the energy. You can go anywhere you want right now. You can travel in an instant, in a second, anywhere you want to be. Just think it, and you'll be there. Don't be afraid. Let yourself go with it. You are the source energy. No harm will come to you. Breathe in. Breathe out. So if you'd like to walk back, we'll just go to the top of the path here where the silver birch tree is. Feel the crunching under your feet as we step over the chalky rockiness. And we're at the tree, so you see that little bit of pattern in the bark that I spoke about at the beginning? Would you like to just hang that piece of material there that I gave you earlier? Just lodge it, just wedge it inside that piece of bark there. That's yours. That's there for you to come back to at any time. If you ever want to revisit this moment, just come back to the tree, pick off your material, walk down the path, and sit on the sofa. Okay, that's yours. That's yours forever. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'll see you very soon. Have a wonderful day, a fantastic night, and a really peaceful sleep. Take care. Wow, that was really good. Thank you so much. Really actually enjoyed that myself. It was wonderful. I hope you went down that path with me, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Okay, so just while I compose myself and have a quick drink. Okay. Right, if you are done now, if you'd like to leave and go and do something else, or if you've finished, if you'd like to shut down your chakra system with me, we can do that together. So we'll start at the root and the base and give it a turn back, close the lid, so to speak, and make sure that was nicely sealed. Up to the sacral, sorry, bring the petals in and close that one back down again. Up to the solar-plexus-chakra, give it a nice turn, all of those petals back in, turn, turn, that one's done. To the heart-chakra, petals back in, nice turn, close that one back down. The throat chakra, again, petals in, turn, turn, lock. Third eye, brow chakra, again, petals in, nice turn and close. Finally, the crown chakra, nice big turn there, bringing all of those petals in all of the time and giving it more and more of a turn and closing that chakra down. Okay, the energy will still be working with you now for the next few hours, and in fact, probably for the next day or two. Before it comes back down to what it was previously. And to go back, you just need to watch the video again and or do your own version of this, and your vibrations will go back up and you'll start to experience that on a more regular basis. So there, the chakras closed, and the feet, the stalks, bring them back up now. Thank you so much, Earth. That was wonderful. I really enjoyed that. Bring those shoots and stalks back up, back into the feet. Okay. Right, we've got a few minutes left. Thank you so much if you enjoyed that. Please leave your comments, your feedback. It all helps. It all comes down to information and working things out and changing things for different sessions. So your input and your feedback is really required and certainly appreciated. Okay, so law of attraction then. Let me read you a page. It wasn't called the law of attraction. This chap that I'm reading from here, this book is almost 100 years old. It's really interesting that there were people with MAs and philosophers back then that were understanding how the human mind works, how the human body works, and how things are tied together and how things are driven. This one particular article is called Thinking Success. I'm just going to read you a paragraph or so. Nothing slows up the human machine so much as faint-heartedness. Nothing gives it such an impetus as a supreme belief in one's own abilities. The man who succeeds is he who is firmly persuaded that he can succeed. The ability to think rightly is a golden key to the door of opportunity. The reason is that we are so made that thoughts always tend to become actions, and actions tend to become habits. Bearing in mind that this is from a book that's almost 100 years ago. These people back then were on the right path, and it's only now that everything's coming together. Because of the internet and more people are talking about it, we're seeing it from different angles, different perspectives, etc. But it's all the same thing. And what the author's saying here is that there was a Roman poet called Virgil, and he was describing a boat race. And he says of the winning team, they can because they think they can. And the author goes on and says, nothing slows up the human machine so much as faint-heartedness. What's faint-heartedness to you? To me, it's a weak will. It's a weak desire. It's not having that fire, that drive to go out there and do something or be something that you want to be or do. The man who succeeds is he who is firmly persuaded. He's convinced himself, he's told himself that he is going to do what he wants to do, or he's going to be who he wants to be. He doesn't put a time on it. He doesn't put a limit on it. He just knows that one day he's going to be there. Now, all of the trials and tribulations and all of the problems that he'll see and occur and experience along the way, to him, they are just part of the process. They're not tellings off. They are not failures. They are not wrongdoings. They are just experiences. They are contrast. And he's going to take from it the good bits only, because he's already convinced himself. He's already persuaded himself, so that the subconscious mind just believes this and nothing else. And he knows that one day he will reach his goal, his target. And this is what it's talking about. The ability to think rightly, be on the right path, think positively, do not go to that side, to the negativity, etc. Use the thought force is what he's saying. Think rightly, make those decisions, make those choices, write them down, write those affirmations down, and get the process going, because he's already persuaded himself. He's already told himself. It is the golden key to the door of opportunity. The door of opportunity is only there if you walk towards it. The door of opportunity will not come to find you. If you are treading water or going sideways or backwards, you are going nowhere. You don't have the strong will required to get yourself to where you need to be. So the door of opportunity is only there as you start to move forward. It's a forward process, it's a forward motion, it's an engine that you need to drive in one direction, forward. And as you go along the way, you will eventually come to that door of opportunity. Everything else you must brush off to one side, and never, ever, ever doubt yourself or the process. Never. The reason is that we are so made that thoughts always tend to become actions, and actions tend to become habits. If you are not succeeding as you could wish, while someone else is making wonderful progress, the reason is probably not too far to seek. 10 to 1, you are dominated by a fear that you are not going to succeed. Everyone that I know that practicing the law of attraction knows that if you go to the dominant thought of fear, caution, doubt, worry, insecurity, fear of criticism, all of those kind of things, you will only stop yourself. So you need to just put them to one side, don't think about them, and carry on going forward. Just that last little bit again. 10 to 1, you are dominated by a fear that you are not going to succeed. Self-doubt. Believe in yourself and in your own powers. Realize that you can if you think you can. Tell yourself that you can. Think success. Make use of your subconscious self. Make use of your subconscious self. This book is almost 100 years old. I will keep saying that to you during every single session until it is drummed in that these people, these philosophers, these people with MAs, with masters, etc., they were working not only with themselves but with scientists. They were doing research and studies, etc., through universities. Information was coming out, scientific facts were coming out. How much more do you need to be told before you actually look at yourself and say, my gosh, it works. I am actually holding it back myself. I am my own brake. I'm putting the brakes on really hard. No wonder my desires are not manifesting. No wonder I'm not getting that job, that partner, that money, that house, and etc. and so on. You're putting on the brakes yourself. Take the brakes off. Use that energy. Turn it into a driving force. Turn it into an engine and let it take you to where you need to be. Tell yourself that you can. Think success. Make use of your own subconscious mind. Subconscious mind. That's where it all happens, ladies and gents. That's where the magic is. Retrain your subconscious mind. Daily affirmations. There's a period of time that it will take, but you must do it on a daily basis. Once you've achieved that, your life is going to change forever. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Speak soon. And please subscribe. Hit the notification bell and be part of this wonderful awakening. Goodbye.